Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Lance, and look, today we got Charlie Kirk. We got a woke college student. Man, this is about to be crazy. Let's ride.
Round one, fight.
Yeah, so I've seen you talk a lot about objective morality, and my big question is, it feels like you can make good statements and bad statements without referencing some kind of moral book. So I can say something is good, right? I had a good day today, and it doesn't really feel like I need to reference religion for that. So can you explain to me why you think we need to have some kind of absolute standard for morality?
Excellent question. It's really good. If you say you have a good day, are you describing the experience you had, or was it morally a good day?
Gotcha, bitch.
So yeah, it would be a good day. So I can narrow it down more, I guess. Or I can ask, I guess, a better question. So if I don't have religion, right? Let's say I am an atheist or something, and I were to go up to, I find two books. One's the Quran, and then one is the Bible. And I read both of them, and then I have a feeling of preference towards one or the other. That makes me feel like morality probably isn't objective, because I read two moral codes. I didn't have one before, and then I derived one after reading it.
But one is true.
Uh-oh, Richard!
Well,
exactly.
Yeah, obviously if you're going with the presupposition that one is true, but
so let's
clearly...
let's play this out. Not sorry to interrupt. If I'm on an island, and let's just demystify part of this, and there's the Bible, and then there's Lord of the Rings, and I end up believing in one of those, which is true?
Well, what's true is just what corresponds with reality. We're talking about...
I agree. So which
Yeah.
one has evidence, and when applied in the natural world actually shows a flourishing people and society and a way to live? Because you would agree, at least out of 8 out of 10 of the 10 commandments, they're pretty good rules for life,
No,
right?
yeah, 100%.
Of course, yes.
No, but
so
the
great.
thing that I'm talking about doesn't have to do with whether or not Christianity is good or bad, or whether I
that's
agree
not what
with
you're saying.
most
I know.
of... Yeah, it's just regarding yeah, one can be true, but even if one is true, it doesn't really feel like I'm influenced in terms of what I feel is good or bad, because obviously, there are people who are Muslim who have read, the Bible and still are more persuaded by Islam.
No, of course. I mean, you could be persuaded by anything, right? That doesn't...
All right. I understand what he's saying, and I get what he's getting at. But I like Charlie's stance on this, right? The truth is the truth. And whatever the truth is what you should be kind of leaning, not kind of, you should be leaning towards the truth, right? It's that simple. But back to the video. Let's kind of get his angle on it.
I believe that there is a transcendent way of living. I call that the Bible, right? And I believe it's the perfect catalog from creation to the end of the world. You don't have to agree with that. I'm talking strictly from a moral sense. So let's just ask a separate question, which is, do you think people are naturally, outside of religious teaching, good or not so good? The nature of humanity.
The nature... I wouldn't be comfortable making a statement about it.
Fair enough, and I appreciate that. So we believe, as Christians or those in the space, human beings are pretty awful, okay? That we're broken, that we're sinful, that we fall short of the glory of God, and that we need to teach people how to be good. A common left-wing belief is that human beings are actually awesome, and they're terrific, and the reason why things are not so good is because of capitalism or the patriarchy or feminism or whatever. So you're asking a question of, why do we need objective morality? Well, or what specifically?
Yeah, so not necessarily why we need objective morality, but you seem to be, because obviously I don't believe that it's a thing, but you seem to make the claim that
do you believe that absolutely?
No.
Okay, good.
But
you're consistent.
Yeah, the big thing is for me, even if I have a God, there is no thing telling me it's just the is-ought problem, right? That's my big contention, right? How am I ever going to derive a claim about what I should do from only statements about the nature of being?
Got it. So you would believe murder's wrong?
Yeah.
Why do you believe that?
Because in its definition, it says it's wrong, right? It's wrong killing of somebody, or at least that's my understanding of it.
Okay, so for example, you go to an African village, happens all the time. They leave a full-born baby by the fire. They don't want it. They discard it.
All right. So I think he's overcomplicating it. You know what? I don't necessarily blame him. I do blame the system. I do blame the influences that we have in these school systems right now. I mean, it is completely different Like the woke, everything is woke now, right? I remember when I was growing up, I used to get clowned for when I used to have these shoes, and they were and now you wouldn't get clowned, right? Because bullying, oh no, right? But you know what? Get some. By the way, I'm not telling you to bully people, right? Don't bully anybody. But look, you need a little bit of roughing up every now and again, right? Because what's happening is, I mean, we're confusing these youngins, and it's not that complicated. The truth is the truth, right? And the truth is backed up by facts and evidence. Anything that is not backed up by facts and evidence is not the truth. Done. That's it. Back to the video.
Happens tons of times. Any missionary will tell you that. They just discard babies. Why? They don't believe it's wrong. It's just in their code and custom. No one feels bad about it. Just discard kids you don't want. Are they wrong?
For me, yeah, they're wrong. Yeah. It's a bullet I do have to bite for my worldview.
Hold on. Are they objectively wrong? Is it objective?
No. Because I don't believe in objective morality. So that can apply to any
statement.
statement.
It's not objectively wrong to leave a full-born baby by the fire and just say, you're on your own, have a nice life.
Well, yeah, I'm calling into question objective morality. So I obviously have to bite
No, I know.
that
I'm
bullet.
just trying to make you hear back how insane what you are saying.
Well, you're making a claim about the objectivity of it.
No,
you're
I know.
not making a claim about whether it's wrong. Obviously, I think it's wrong.
Let's get more graphic. So you put 1,000 Jews in a gas chamber, and the Nazis thought what they were doing was good, and they pressed the button. Were they right or were they wrong in gassing millions of Jews?
Objectively, you can't, like, when you say, is it objectively wrong? Hold on, wait.
Stop it. Get some help.
If you say it's objectively wrong, you're implying that you can derive a truth value from it. And I don't think you can. So I don't think that you can make a true statement regarding whether something's good or bad.
Got it. So just to be clear, the Nazis could have been right in their actions, in your view.
That implies that right is an actual thing. I don't believe you can determine a truth value from a moral claim.
So the Nazis were not objectively evil?
Yeah, I've said that like 4 times. Like, yeah, you can't derive objective moral statements from, like, things. I'm not saying they're not wrong. Like, they are wrong. Oh.
Well, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
No, I just want to make sure this is important, because what you are saying, and you're saying it very clearly, is that we look at the Holocaust and it's just a matter of opinion.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem of being an atheist. You have to bite the bullet.
What?
I respect your intellectual clarity, and I will say...
And obviously, for clarity, I obviously think the Holocaust...
Did y'all just hear what this man just said? Did y'all just hear? I'm making sure I'm looking into the camera now. Can you see me? Did you hear what that man just said? You got to blame the system. I'm holding the system and, of course, him accountable, right? We're not going to give him a pass. Right? We're not going to just say, oh, he's a mindless zombie. Absolutely not. But, you know, this is, and it's not just him, right? So I don't blame this young man. I do blame the system. And I get what he's getting at. But ultimately, it goes back to what I was saying, right? Don't complicate it, bro. You know, a truth is a truth, and it's based on facts and evidence. And like Charlie Kirk was saying, you have one book, which is the Bible. One book is the Lord of the Rings, right? The Bible is always going to be seen as the more true version, right? And the more true thing, because people live, because there's evidence and facts within it. If you live your life according to what the Bible says, 9 times out of 10, or maybe 10 times out of 10, you'll have a better life. Right? If you don't cheat, you don't steal, you don't lie, you don't do all that stuff, right? That's it. Back to the video.
Holocaust is wrong. So if anyone's questioning about
but it's just your opinion. I believe that it's objectively wrong, no matter who you are or where you come from, because it transcends opinion. Do you think, last question, I appreciate your clarity on this, do you see how your view could result in a lot of dead people?
Well, I don't think my view is really I'm not making a claim that we should behave in a way.
No, you're making claims.
Well, I am making claims, yeah, but I'm not making a claim that, like, we should behave in a certain way, or, like, that we ought to, like, you know, not have Christianity or some kind of moral
I'm not saying
code.
that, but let me play this out, and I think you'll understand.
No, I understand, because you're going to say, well, there's all these bad things that could happen if people follow me.
Or that did happen. No, I'm not following you. If your view becomes...
Wait. He said that did happen. He said that did happen, right? Go back. I want that to marinate. I want you guys to really get that. Watch
Well, there's all these bad things that could happen if people follow me.
Or that did happen. No, I'm not following you. If your view becomes a view of a country, and, for example, putting 1,000 Jews in a gas chamber is not deemed as objectively wrong, transcendent above anyone's opinion, then all of a sudden, what would prevent that evil thing from occurring and nobody questioning it?
Sure. So my main idea, I guess, with the worldview is I'm not making a claim again about how things should be. I'm making a claim that this is how things are. So within my worldview, this is all fine. You can have people agreeing that things are wrong. Generally, I think most people's moral intuitions will lead them to thinking that things like murder is wrong and stealing is wrong because it makes you feel bad, right?
No, well,
if I see somebody get hurt, that makes me feel bad. If you see somebody die, that makes you feel bad.
Yeah, the SS guards didn't feel bad when they killed Jews, and that's okay. But do you see where this might unravel into mass murder and societal chaos?
Yeah, that happens in the real world. I'm making a description about the way people derive their morals. I'm not saying how we should or shouldn't. I'm saying this is how you derive your morals. If you have two books there, the trueness or correspondence with reality has zero anything to do with your preference towards, one moral system or another.
Hold on. Or maybe
your preference. You see this woke stuff? Your preference. Your preference, when you steal something, right? Let's say you robbed the bank. Can I tell the police officer, sir, it's my preference not to go to jail today? Can I tell him that? Right? This preference stuff and live your truth and what you want and all that stuff. Again, this, you see the problem? This is what happens. This is a byproduct of that. And now we have to work out of this, right? It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And by the way, I want to make this clear. You can have your own opinion. Absolutely, 1,000% you can have your opinion. I'm all for it. I'm for having your own opinion. But, come with some evidence. Come with some facts. Come with some dignity. I don't know, something. Back to the video.
true one says, don't gas the Jews.
That would be,
murder,
that would be obviously,
because God will judge you harshly.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe just hear me out. Maybe the true one says that life is good and that there is a creator who loves you.
But now what you're doing is you're just making claims about what you think, yeah, obviously it would be awesome if I had a moral code that everyone had to follow that agreed with.
I know,
things
if
that
only
I said.
a book existed.
Yeah, I know, if only. But my entire
if only
point
there
is
was
that
this
all the
amazing
things
book.
Yeah, but my point is that
No, you're being super clear. I appreciate it.
Okay, yeah.
No, and you're the first person ever, to your credit, to answer the atheist Nazi question clearly, which is that an atheist cannot objectively say that the Holocaust was wrong.
I'm arguing against objective, the idea that...
No, you're being... Usually there's some withering there. You went right into there.
Well, yeah, I can't go in here and, not bite the bullets of, what my argument implies.
We have clarity but not agreement. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And look, that's what it's about. Clarity but not agreement. Agree to disagree, right? That's all. That's it, right? But I like that Charlie made an emphasis on the repercussions of, because here's the thing. This is why Charlie made that emphasis. He didn't make that emphasis to say, buddy, you have this opinion and, it's not the opinion that can hurt people, right? Well, technically it can, but most opinions don't, right? What it is your thoughts turn into actions, right? Thoughts become things. They turn into actions, right? So that's what I believe that he was getting at. And if you're thinking like this, then you may do things to act on it, right? I could be wrong. Put what you think in the comment section below. I want to know what you guys think. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you slap the like button, kick the subscribe button in the face until it turns black and blue. Until next time, peace.